Hey everybody, welcome back. You know, we usually try to avoid the Strip, but not today. Today we are at the Re-Raw Irish Pub, and the only reason why we came here was, well, because I hear their food is really good, legit, like Irish pub food, and there is a super deal that I can't wait to show you once we get inside. Let's go.
Re-Raw. This place has been here forever. It's between the Mandalay Bay and the Luxor. You walk on a hallway kind of upstairs, and it's just one of the restaurants up there. And I think we've probably walked by it dozens of
More times than I can count.
I know. And I was shocked. You come in the front, which is really narrow, and they brought us all the way to the back of the restaurant. It is beautiful in here. I love the music. I love the decor, all the dark, rich wood. It's super awesome. This is like a legit Irish menu. They've got some awesome things to choose from.
I love this place, and the thing I love about it is they have a ton of taps with like real traditional Irish beer, right?
What'd you get?
Well, today I got a black and tan. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's like a layered beer. You can see the color difference, and it's going to have Guinness on top, and then usually some sort of pale ale on the bottom. Usually that's like a Bass Pale Ale if they have it, but anyway, they'll put other things down there if they don't have that particular one.
And the bartender poured it perfect.
Look at that, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
I know, it does. Your first beer of the day.
That is so smooth. You know, again, it's super smooth. But when you back it with the pale ale coming in behind it, that is so nice. If you guys haven't done a black and tan, do yourself a favor. Next time you're at an Irish pub, get one.
I didn't realize that when the time we decided to come in here, it's actually happy hour. And it's Friday. So we get like a double discount. Double discount, yeah. One of the beers on the happy hour menu is the Jarlsberg, which I actually like. It's a nice light lager. Nothing complicated, or you know, actually, this has got some flavor to it. This ain't no Michelob Ultra. I like it. Oh, we need to do a shout out to Roger Castle. Thank you so much for your super thanks in our comments. You know, that just helps us make more content and bring videos to you guys, so thanks.
Thank you. So you mentioned a double discount, but we didn't mention the discount to begin with.
I know.
So obviously there's a happy hour like most places, but here it is, guys. If you're local, on Fridays, you get 40% off.
That's huge.
Of everything. Everything.
This is legitimately Irish. I'm super excited about the options on here. Here at Re-Raw, you can start with some appetizers they call snacks and sandwiches. Lots of things you might recognize if you've been to Irish restaurant before. A ton of main options here, plus some salads, and then some things you can just order on the side if you need. On the back, holy moly, the beer list goes all the way down the side. But you're also going to see what kind of wine and whiskey they have. I also noticed for whiskey, you can use this QR code to see what their current whiskey list is. So if that's like your thing, you like to do the whiskey tasting. Anyway, in addition to cocktails and stuff, they have a whole list just for gin, and then anything served in a copper cup. I love mules. I think they're great. I'm going to stick with beer today because I have enough choices here. I don't need to wander over here.
Did you see that? Doesn't that look amazing? These are Scotch eggs.
Oh my God.
For those of you that don't know what a Scotch egg is, usually it's a hard-boiled egg with either a semi-runny or hardened yolk. It's going to have sausage around it, and it's going to have a breading on there. So,
oh, they're so good.
Basically, it's everything that is wonderful, all wrapped up into one bite. Isn't that amazing? They should have these at every restaurant.
Stop talking and start eating.
Okay. Oh my goodness. I've never had one like that. The yolk is like a deviled egg. So it's not a runny yolk or a hard-boiled yolk. It's that cream deviled egg. It could use a little more sausage wrapped around there a little bit, I will say that. But the breading is perfect. The egg is cooked so well. These are probably my all-time favorite Irish pub like appetizer. Like, I can't go to an Irish pub and not have a Guinness and Scotch eggs. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to bite into this. I'm just gonna not talk.
No words necessary, just eat.
That would be a boring YouTube video.
Right? Just
No
there.
talking, just eating. Isn't there like a whole genre for that?
That's that, but mukbang.
Mukbang, yeah. You're right. The filling for that is so
hold it right there.
delicious. It's so delicious.
That's amazing.
Now, if you're watching this and you're Irish and you're like, oh, the humanity, tell us how it's supposed to be in the comments. But despite that, this is very, very good. And I think that little crispy coating over that sausage cover is perfect. It's not too. We've had them where they're kind of thick. Like this is just nice, really easy to bite through.
All right, cheers. Holy moly. Do I get to pick? Do I get to choose which one?
Yeah, they brought them family style.
Okay, I'm going to start with the fish and chips.
Are you? You're not going to just move some to your plate?
I'm going to put some on my plate, but I'm just going to show everybody this.
This looks amazing. It's huge.
Look at this. So, from what he was telling me, they're famous for their fish here. Like, this is supposedly one of the most authentic fish and chips, like English fish and chips you're going to find on the strip, is what I hear. So, and you can tell usually by a good English or Irish fish and chips because the fish, believe it or not, guys, is supposed to be this big. It's supposed to take up the entire plate. It's not like when we get cod in the United States. Oh, look at that. Okay, now did they bring any tartar sauce?
Right under your
okay.
hiding.
I'm just going to peel this back here so you can see the fish itself.
Hot.
Ooh. Can you see that?
That looks, I can smell it. You can smell it. Pause.
I'm going to put some of this tartar sauce on here. It's just really, really hot. So, I'm going to try to do this fast so it doesn't burn me.
Is it hot? Good thing you got a
fresh beer.
Fresh beer. Is that better?
That fish is so good. That fish is cooked absolutely perfect. I'm gonna break off another piece here for you guys to see here.
Oh wow!
It is cooked absolutely perfect. It's juicy. Look at that.
That does look good.
Isn't that nice?
You're gonna let it cool off for a moment. You can try the chips.
The chips? The chips. All right, I'll try the English chips. I'm gonna try one just the way they come. It tastes like a French fry. So many of you people keep saying, oh, eat it with tartar sauce. Tartar sauce. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna take your word on it. You guys better be right. I like tartar sauce. Oh my God.
Since you started with the fish, I get to start with the corned beef. This corned beef is brined in-house. He said it takes about 8 to 10 days to prep it. So, you know, they brine it in whatever salty, delicious mixture. The gravy comes on it. It could have been on the side, but I wanted to try it. It's like an Irish parsley gravy. And then I have brined corned beef, And yeah, cabbage, and then there's of course mashed potatoes. I'll start with those. Wow, those are they're so smooth, they're like whipped. They're very, very good. You know, it got a little noisy in here all of a sudden, didn't it? Like they just sat a whole bunch of people behind the Paul. So. They're not using their inside voices.
No, they're not.
Okay, that is so tender.
Hold that up here to the camera.
The knife just cut right through that.
Hold that.
You know, we didn't do corned beef this year for St. Patrick's.
That's because we didn't go out. Usually we go out to like a hush. Let me enjoy.
That is no joke. That is so good. Now, I imagine that corned beef and cabbage is more American than it is Irish, for real. Thank you. But I've had it in several locations. I dare to say that's the best corned beef I have ever eaten in my life.
Wow.
Let's see about the cabbage.
You're supposed to eat that with the corned beef.
Like together?
Yeah, in the same bite. So get some cabbage, a little bit, and put it with your bite of corned beef.
All right. Like watch this how it just goes, just like butter, it just goes chink. There is no sawing or anything. I just pushed right through.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Because you want the salt from the corned beef to mix with that.
A big bite.
Yeah?
Wow. And look at the size of this plate of food.
I know.
Absolutely shareable. We say that a lot, but food servings are big in Vegas.
Here, you want some fish?
Right now?
Yeah, just go ahead and pass that right over to you.
Okay. I guess I don't need utensils for this, do I? Is it really hot?
Well, and I don't know if you want some malt vinegar right there.
This is crazy. If we don't try this fish with malt vinegar, someone might lose their mind watching the video. So, you guys are so fun. I love in the comments, like, no, don't put ketchup on it. Like, okay, I won't. But I appreciate it. Ooh, there it is.
There it is.
Now that's a nice opening.
Yeah,
you don't
want to
pouring
out. Yeah.
You're right. That fish is delicious. I think.
Oh, want some of that
tartar
sauce?
He stole the tartar sauce. You know, we're no virgins to putting our fries in tartar, but we forget sometimes. And you're right. We should just order tartar sauce every time we get French fries.
I gotta finish that piece of fish that I was too afraid to eat before.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you guys have already seen me eat the fish. Let's get at this. What kind of sauce did you say this was?
It's called an Irish parsley.
Look at that. You don't even need to cut it. You're right.
Irish parsley sauce.
Corned beef and cabbage. Watch it go into my mouth. Ooh, I caught it. Oh, wow. That is perfect.
Isn't it?
That is cooked absolutely friggin' perfect. And that sauce is pretty freaking awesome. Let's try some of these potatoes. Just like that. Ooh, I don't know which one I like better. I mean, they're so different, You know, they're so different, but they're so good. Oh man, I'm glad we picked this. You know, we weren't gonna get the corned beef and cabbage. We were thinking maybe a stew or something, or maybe a breakfast. But I'm glad he talked us into this. This is pretty freaking amazing.
I know both of these dishes are outstanding and huge. Absolutely enormous.
Chug a lug, girlfriend. You're falling behind. Your next beer is already here.
You know, when we visit the strip, we play like tourists, like we're on vacation. We always say, oh, we're on vacation. What does it just say?
Smithy's.
The Smithwicks.
Smithwicks. Red ale.
Now this one's not on the happy hour menu, but I don't mind paying a few more dollars for a good red ale. This is delicious.
Yeah, and usually you only see a Smithy's in like an English pub or an Irish pub. It's we don't come across it very often. Wonderful, thank you. Yes, we will.
Is this the one?
See that? The people next to us said this is the bomb right here. Okay.
All right. Here we
this
go.
is, what is it, the bread pudding?
This is the whiskey caramel bread pudding with vanilla cinnamon bread. You can read all that stuff there.
Blah, blah, blah. We had to put this order in like 30 minutes ago so they can prepare it individually for us. So, we kind of had to know that we wanted to eat this.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, guys, this is... I fell in love with bread pudding when we were on the road.
Oh,
we
down
were in the south.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
It's like...
Oh my God. That is absolutely... Zoom in on that.
All right.
That is absolutely perfect.
It's beautiful.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
It's chewy but not gooey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could write a song about that. Oh my gosh, you got another beer?
You didn't see me order that one, did you? You gotta try this.
I will.
The bomb.
I love how they serve it in its own little tray. Clearly it's thrown in the oven. Red pudding.
See that?
Boy, I hit a hot pocket. Woo, that's delicious. That is so
amazing?
good. I need to learn how to cook that at home, huh?
And you get a big serving. That's a huge
Let's look back at some of this cream. I just want to see what it looks like underneath. Yeah. Oh, it's like really gooey, warm cinnamon vanilla cake. I mean, it's basically exactly the way they describe it on the menu. They're not lying. The waiter recommended it as to add on to our meal. He said it's very popular, and I can see why.
Emergency beer. I know you like that Smithy's, but try my black and tan.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
So smooth. You know, this whole meal was smooth. I actually like this a lot more than I thought it was. I thought that Raw was going to be like, oh, you know, one of those strip restaurants that's trying to like latch onto the whole Irish theme. Dude, this was good food, and now I understand why they've been around for so long. I am incredibly grateful that they have a locals discount every Friday. That is awesome. I think it's like 40% off of everything on the menu. So if you do live in Las Vegas, or if you have a Nevada license, like they just check your license, I guess. Anyway, it's a night. There's not a lot of local discounts left on the strip, so we're super grateful. If you're not a local, at least stop by during happy hour to save a few bucks on a few items, including appetizers and drinks. That corned beef, I said it before, I have to say, is the best corned beef I've ever had. And it actually is challenging me, like maybe we should try that. Do some like beef brining at home. I don't know. Never mind. That's too much work. When I want good corned beef, this is where we're going to go from now on. The beer list is great.
The fish was legit.
I know, it's crazy because I'm going over on and on about the corned beef, but the fish and chips were awesome. Probably the best we've had since we went to that British restaurant when we were in Florida.
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck, that place was awesome. But this was really, really good. Probably a close second. What I loved too is that dessert. We don't always order dessert. I'm so glad we did today. Now I will be honest, we are taking some food home again. These were huge portions. As always, we encourage you to reach out to your local food bank or other organization that helps your community eat. If you are a first responder or a veteran, make sure to use the link in our description and sign up for VetTix. This is going to give you access to things like show tickets, sporting events, and other crazy stuff, either here in Las Vegas or possibly in your own hometown. So until we dine together again, stay classy.